Ever been in the same room with someone but felt miles apart? We talk less, we scroll more, and somehow we call this quality time. This true story of Sarah and her father will make you rethink the way we connect with the people who matter most. In a cafe, Sarah stared at her phone's black screen, watching her own reflection fade in and out as notifications silently accumulated. 72 unread messages, 43 emails, countless social media alerts, each one a tiny digital thread pulling her attention away from the steaming cup of coffee across the table. And more importantly, from her father's gentle eyes looking at her with a mixture of patience and resignation. "Just one more minute, Dad," she mumbled, fingers dancing across the screen. "Important work stuff." Her father nodded, the same way he had nodded every Sunday for the past 19 years during their weekly coffee meetups. He sipped his coffee quietly, watching the world outside the cafe window. "You know," he finally spoke, his voice carrying the weight of unspoken words, "when you were little, you used to collect leaves, every color, every shape. You'd press them into your mother's old books and tell stories about where each leaf had traveled before falling to the ground." Sarah's thumb paused mid-scroll. Something in his voice made her look up, really look up, for the first time that morning. The sunlight streaming through the window caught the silver in his hair, and she noticed how many more gray strands had appeared since when? When was the last time she had actually looked at him? "Dad, Her phone buzzed again. This time she turned it face down. "The world's changed," he continued, stirring his coffee slowly. "Always connected, they say. But sometimes I wonder if we're more disconnected than ever." The words hung in the air between them, heavy with truth. Sarah felt a familiar urge to pick up her phone, to escape into its comforting glow of endless scrolling. Instead, she wrapped her hands around her coffee cup, feeling its warmth seep into her palms. "Tell me about the leaves again, Dad," she said softly. "The ones I used to collect." His eyes lit up, and for the next hour, Sarah's phone lay forgotten as father and daughter rediscovered the art of being present. They talked about leaves and life, about memories and moments, about everything and nothing at all. As they walked out of the cafe later, Sarah noticed a particularly beautiful maple leaf spiraling down from a nearby tree. She caught it mid-fall, its edges still crisp and bright. Without thinking, she took a picture of it, then stopped herself, smiled, and tucked the actual leaf into her jacket pocket instead. That evening, she bought a thick, empty notebook. On its first page, she pressed the maple leaf and wrote, "Sometimes the most important notifications don't come with a ping." If this story made you pause for a second, imagine how many others need to hear it too. Share this, hit like, and subscribe if we are adding value to your life. Let's start making real connections, one moment at a time.